Hello, my name is Frank Ponte. This is Anne Hood from the Smart School of Cookery in Danbury in Essex, and we are here to show you a lovely recipe.
So now we're going to make eggplant lasagna, also known as aubergine lasagna. First of all, we're going to make fresh pasta. We use 300 grams of double O flour or plain flour. So pour in some whipped eggs. 2 should be enough for this quantity. Just mix that in. A little pinch of salt. And then just mix that into a dough. Okay, bring that out of the bowl. Right, work that into a dough until it goes to like a Play-Doh consistency. As soon as that feels cold on the back of your hand, that pasta dough is ready. Set it aside in some cling film. Leave that on the worktop for about 20 minutes. Now we make the filling for your eggplant or aubergine lasagna. Sweat an onion in a pan with some hot oil. Always get your pan hot first, then add your oil. Never cook in olive oil because that will burn. Add half a chopped onion, and we just want to sweat that. A little tip to stop that burning, just add a splash of water and that will steam the onion. Because you don't want to keep adding oil because that will actually end up with a really fatty sauce. Add 300 mils of sieved tomato or passata, and whenever you're cooking you add a pinch of sugar. That brings the sweetness of the tomatoes out. Add some oregano, good pinch, and some seasoning, salt and pepper. And add some garlic paste. Now I've pasted this garlic earlier. By adding the garlic later on in your cooking, it actually evenly distributes throughout your food, so you get a nice even flavour rather than some burnt garlic flavour. Stir through and just leave that until the outside of that tomato forms a nice dark colour. The next step is to make the white sauce. Now this is the quickest, easiest and most tastiest white sauce you can make. Sweat an onion in a saucepan, so add a little bit of oil to a hot pan. Again, add half a diced onion. And to stop that burning, once again, just add a little splash of water so that sweats the onion. Allow the onion to sweat. Add 250 grams of mascarpone cheese. This white sauce can be made in place of a white roux. Season. As it's a sauce, we're going to use fine ground pepper and some salt. Add a handful of strong grated cheese, cheddar or Gruyere, anything like that is fine, black bomber. Take that off the heat and just melt that through. You don't need to let it boil. Add half a teaspoon of some pasted garlic, the juice of half a lemon, and stir. Back on the heat. Melt that mascarpone through. Now we're going to roll out the pasta. That's rested in cling film for about 20 minutes at room temperature. Just roll that out with a rolling pin, just until that's nice and flat, and you can cut some sheets to the size of the dish you're going to use. So now we've got the pasta ready, cut it into the size sheets to match your baking dish. And then with your eggplant, your aubergine, just cut some nice slices through, not too thick because we want to cook this quite quickly because the pasta doesn't take long to cook. So we're just going to slice that through. So now we're going to build the lasagna. So if we take the tomato and just put a small layer in the bottom of the dish. Put a layer of the eggplant or the aubergine. Then the lasagna sheet and some of the white sauce. and just smooth that all over the top. Then add some more eggplant, another layer. You can do as many layers as you want to with this dish. You can also add some courgette if you want to. So another layer of eggplant, another layer of pasta, followed by another layer of white sauce. Then I'm going to grate some fresh parmesan. Then I'm going to put the last of the tomato on top. And finish with a layer of parmesan. And then that goes into the oven for 25 minutes at 180 degrees. So now the lasagna is ready. Let's come out of the oven. And we're going to slice and serve. And you can see all those lovely layers. I'm just going to serve that with some nice Greek basil. Eggplant lasagna.